Hello everyone, this is Paul the Oaken Knight, coming back to you after having taken a bit of a break. Sometimes real life has its way, and after a bit of diversion, I'm happy to say that I'm back in the saddle. And taking a bit of a YouTube break gave time for some other important stuff, such as playing games a whole lot more and talking about them a whole lot less. One of them, DVG's Spruance Leader, will be the subject of my next video. For today, however, I'd like to bring something to your attention that is applicable to a wide range of games published by DVG. Every once in a while, I trip over something that was new to me and is just too cool to keep quiet about. And if I didn't know about it, I'm guessing a fair number of you guys don't know about it either. So, if you've ever played any of the games in either DVG's Warfighter or Air Leader series, you know that they are based on various character cards, plus a number of counters representing expendables and various chits. All of these become part of your soldier, aircraft, ship, etc., and may be used, such as with ammo, or changed, such as with stress counters, during gameplay. Moreover, you may find yourself controlling a number of characters during a scenario, each of which will have a small trove of counters attached to them. While the games absolutely do not require them, once I saw what I'm about to show you, I had to give them a try. Enter the Air Leader / Warfighter Organizer trays. Each tray fits one character card, which, as I said, will be a soldier, aircraft, ship, whatever, plus has 9 5/8-inch slots, each of which can hold 2 counters associated with the character, all neatly laid out and not subject to being tossed about during play. If you are like me and usually sleeve your cards, the card section had no problem holding my KMC Hypermat sleeved cards without any issues at all. I also like the finger size hole that is in the back of the holder so that it is just as easy to poke the cards out of the holders as it is to get them in. 2 general styles of holder exist. Both styles hold 1 character card plus 9 double-stacked 5/8-inch counters. The main difference is that the more general Air Leader / Warfighter trays also have 1 slot that can hold 2 of the round counters, such as hand grenades, found in Warfighter, while the dedicated Air Leader style does not, although its blue and cloud gray color scheme may give a better vibe for air campaigning. A very minor difference that does not stop players from using either style in any of the games in either game system. I did some fancy Googling and found the trays available on Etsy from a company named Reality Foundry for what I think was a reasonable $2.50 a piece. Reviews were very good, with a special mention for the quick turnaround for the orders that were placed. The Etsy page did recommend, however, that orders are best placed directly on the company website at realityfoundry.net. Yes, that is .net, not .com. So I rolled the dice and ordered some on December 28th, and was happy to have them arrive only 6 days later. Not bad for having a major holiday weekend in between. I also received an order confirmation and tracking information within 24 hours of placing the order. The trays arrived nicely boxed and padded, along with a surprise freebie gift. I was not sure what this was at first since I didn't order it, but more on that in a minute. Note that Reality Foundry has many more game-related products than just these trays. If you go to their site, select Car Games, and you will see the entries for the 2 types of trays mixed in with other stuff. I sent an email to the owner to say thanks, and John promptly wrote back explaining how he produces the trays under license so that the trays or even the STL files needed to create them may also be available elsewhere. But honestly, with the pricing so reasonable and service so high, I'm not sure I'd want to print them myself, even if I was into 3D printing. And as a guy who was in business for myself for 19 years, I'm always happy to support small business when I get the chance. So now I have a collection of both types of trays that will support the many DVG games in my collection. Most excellent! Now a word on the freebie gift. Each of the 2 orders I placed came with a thingy that I eventually figured out to be a storage solution sized to the counters in the games. Each allows you to stack 11 counters in a number of columns that are secured by a slide-on cover. There are 2 types. Type 1 has 12 such columns permitting 131 5/8" counters to be stored, while the other splits its contents between 6 for the 5/8" counters plus 5 more for the round counters found in the Warfighter system. That's a lot of baggies I no longer have to fuss with, even with just 2 samples. As a special bonus, I also find that they are useful for keeping the game decluttered during play as a sort of bank to hold the expended munitions that I fire off at various targets. Gotta get me more of these. Go ahead and check out realityfoundry.net if you want to find out more about the trays and the many other game support products that they offer. I think that's about enough for today, though. If you have enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up, comment, and if you've not already done so, consider subscribing. If you have already subscribed, I simply say thank you. Next time, I will be demonstrating DVG Spruance Leader using the trays, so stay tuned. But for now, I'm wishing you all a very pleasant evening.